Introduced to this sellout crowd, and through out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the shop with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And on the ground they go with the running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Down here, Sam Cook to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Breida, CD, an undrafted free agent from a season ago. And with McKinnon out, he's really helped fill the running void for the 49ers.
Yeah, remember, they got Jerick McKinnon as a free agent and expect him to be a 3-down back for them. As you mentioned, out for the season with an ACL injury. Almost fitting that Matt Breida stepped into the breach for him. They were college teammates at Georgia Southern. Breida leading the league in rushing, tied for the lead, I should say, through the first 3 weeks of the season. And don't forget in reserve, Kyle Juszczyk, their fullback, who can take some plays at running back as well.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. Their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, you could go get him. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? #1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always come out themselves.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a handoff working right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because Anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. For San Francisco, Charles, earlier we discussed Jimmy Garoppolo, the year he had after the injury. They had to scramble really at quarterback, but now they're going to have the number 2 overall pick because of the injury-riddled 4-12 campaign. Where do you think they go?
They'll have different options, too, because many will say secondary. They just had 2 interceptions all year long. Worst in the NFL. Pass rush, to me, it's edge rusher, because I think they get the rush inside with DeForest Buckner. I think he does a really nice job for them. But could they trade back from number 2? I think they'll be sitting by the phone saying, hey, you guys want to talk? We're agreeable to that.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Going right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
11, 13, 13.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
13, 13.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick. That's it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Jackson on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, a big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around mid-season. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay, but it seemed like it was a mutual deal where he decided to step down. But out of all of them, there may be one or two that may recirculate within the league and be a head coach at another spot.
Tough for Steve Wilkes after just one season to be let go.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often in this league. He was the unfortunate recipient of way too many injuries on his team. Never got a chance to get off the ground.
A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Breida, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Watch you now, Barney!
On second down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Over! Now let's go! 3-19!
To throw on second down. Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot!
From the gun, Jackson. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 57 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wide. Move, he'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on all year, Charles. MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback of Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced himself late in the season from Brees, and it's hard for a defender to win the MVP.
Rookie of the year, Barkley, or does Mayfield have a shot?
Personally, I would give it to Barkley because he's been there all 16, but Mayfield made Cleveland relevant, put them in a position where maybe we were even talking about the playoffs, and boy, the excitement level has really ramped up. I would not be surprised at all if he walked away with the award.
Lastly, what about Coach of the Year? Does Frank Reich have a shot after starting 1-5 in Indy?
He should be in that conversation, shouldn't he? But I think ultimately it comes down to Matt Nagy in Chicago and Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Nagy's going to win it because the Chargers were picked in preseason to actually win their division or contend. The Bears were not.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gold is able to put it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old
Watch
days.
it now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On third down, that's Edwards. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Garoppolo now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
12.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw deep back over. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 38 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up at 30. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch you now, Barney!
Jackson now off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Garoppolo again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gold is able to put it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Over! Leopard! Over!
They go play action now. Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth. Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends. He's back to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball. That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup. Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cassius Marsh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves. I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. 21. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet. I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football. Well, they'll try to close it out now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 3rd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney!
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They picked up a first down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a third down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
He's going to get it running right. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over. Let's go, Pete, tighten up.
4th down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.